to Fish Out of Water Tarot, where we explore the magic of a live pick a card. We don't know what Spirit is going to tell us today, but we know Spirit will speak. As I look at these candles that are lit, I can see that one in the middle is weak, isn't it? And isn't that true in our lives when we feel we're missing something? We feel something is absent from our life that we need in order to be happy. We only feel half lit. But the truth is, our spirit is guiding us through even the most difficult of situations. So today, we are going to be asking the universe to show us, why isn't that SP speaking to us? Now, first of all, what in the world is an SP? An SP is a specific person. It's someone, oops, hang on for a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hi, Kane. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to run and grab my tea, make sure I have something to drink. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. What is an SP? An SP is a specific person. Now, many people think that the SP is simply a soulmate that you're missing. It could be an ex from the past. But what I have found is the specific person could be a friend, could be a family member, it could be anyone. And because of that, there can be a feeling that if they would only connect with you, life would be better. And you know, you guys, I wish that was true. Unfortunately, there's always a human who is not getting you, someone who doesn't appreciate you for what you're worth. Okay, so Kane, love that. We're switching it up a little bit today to favorite things. So all you have to do to get your reading today is tell me like your favorite, what's your favorite animal, what's your favorite food, what's your favorite anything, what's your favorite place. And you're not allowed to say, Catherine is my favorite tarot reader, even though that might be true. But you appreciate through your favorites. So, Kane, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite something? Let me know. And that is the cost of your reading today, because there's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. I need favorites. My favorite animal is a giraffe. Now, see, when you think of a giraffe, Kane, doesn't it lift your spirits? It does. Because when we think of our favorites, all of a sudden our mood shifts. So, thank you for telling me that your favorite animal is a giraffe. And now I want you to hold in your mind someone, a specific person. Mystic Christina's here. My favorite food is, Lebanese food. How fascinating. Love that. So today, that's what our key is. We are just asking for favorites because that shows appreciation in a different way. So Kane, so hold in your mind a specific person that you wish was talking to you, but they're not right now, okay? And then I've got the cards already, my light seers. I'm just gonna let the cards spit out their answers today. And Kane, this is for you. All right, your specific person is kind of, I'm just going to be honest. You guys know I always am. And I want to point out that your specific person is a little self-absorbed. They love a lot of attention and they love feeling special. Okay, I just have to get, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm running away from you, but I promise I'll be right back. I just need my pointer because see all of the applause out there? There are there's a need in your specific person, Cain, for attention. And part of what pulled you apart was that you were not adequate to fulfill all of the attention that they need. Sometimes it's just because they're a little bit immature and they just don't realize it, that relationships are two ways. So as they turn away from you to get all of this attention from other people, they don't have time to think about you. If you have broken up with someone that carries that energy, it's definitely to your benefit that you are separate right now. So I feel like you're aware of this, that you took away your expectation of a new world with the person, and you stood aside and you started to create for yourself a life that is separate from this energy. I think that the lesson you learn here is that you can maybe pick up the signs earlier so that next time it doesn't take so long to realize if a person is needing other light besides you. Okay? So, moving on, Mystic Christina, who her favorite food is Lebanese food, and I love that. I'm not sure that I know what a Lebanese food is, and your card just flipped itself over in the deck, Miss Christina. So let's put this here. Again, if you would like to have a card drawn, why is your SP not talking to you? That's what this is about. All you have to do is let me know a favorite of yours, that something that is your favorite, and I will draw a card for you. So Mystic Christina, let's take a peek at this. Now, I know some about Mystic Christina's story because she and I have been working together now for a few weeks. So this always, for some people, this is a sign that your SP could be on the other side. I do draw people to my readings who are recently lost a loved one. Sometimes it's even a pet. You know, I was thinking about this morning, that sometimes our SP that's missing is actually four-legged. It's because many of us are closer to our animals than we are to people. But Mystic Christina, what I'm seeing today is that the reason your person is not speaking to you is because they aren't in our dimension. I feel like for this card to pop out of the deck, I barely started to shuffle and this card threw itself out. This is showing that your SP, your specific person, is free. And this freedom that they have now, they never had in their lifetime. And that if they could communicate to you, what they would be saying is, trust the process. They may not have achieved everything that they wanted to on this plane, but where they are now is 100% free. I see this necklace around the neck. I've never noticed that before on this card. And what I see is that there was something around this person's neck that really kept them captive, almost like a collar. And even now that they are not here, they still have this collar. What does that mean? Sometimes it means that the physicality that we carry, our bodies, our desires, our human nature, is so profound that as we go into the next dimension, the being is still freeing themselves. I remember a wise mystic once told me that a wise mystic just told me one time that just because a human crosses over, it doesn't mean they're completely restored, and that they have work to do on the other side. All right. So as you look forward to this and you're hoping and praying for a real understanding of letting go, understand that your person on the other side is sending you cheerleading and the desire to help you from the other side. I kind of figured, Mystic Christina, that that was the case, but for that card to throw itself out is extremely meaningful. Hey, careful with that axe. I love your name. You know I love your name, and we have connected, and I appreciate you for that. This timing of popping out with this reading was kind of a divine appointment. I'm glad you're here. What we're using today is a favorite. Okay, so we want to have, what is your favorite? Your favorite of anything, your favorite food, in fact, I'm just going to change this up and take it out for a second, because I just am going for our favorites today. It's just something, you know me, you guys, I always have some new idea. So let me just write that down. So favorites. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I'm going to put that in the top there. Favorites. What's your favorite something? Okay. As you tell me what is favorite, I will pull you a card for sure. Because when we're in, there's a specific person that you want to hear from, that can be so frustrating. Okay. Hi, Jessie. Welcome. Oh, favorite band is Pink Floyd. I love that. Now, see, today when we play the favorite game, I feel like it's more real for me because you become more personable to me. So careful with that axe. Have you ever watched The Wizard of Oz tuned up with Pink Floyd? That is an experience and a half. Dark Side of the Moon, you just hook up that album at the second lion's roar at the beginning of The Wizard of Oz, and it is phenomenal. Anyway, yes, beautiful. Cheesy noodles for Jessie. You guys, I think, Mystic Christina, we have hit on something, haven't we? Mystic Christina is my moderator. She's going to be reminding you to tell us a favorite, and then she's going to help keep me on track here. So we have Careful with That Axe with Pink Floyd. Oops. Thank you, cards. This deck is juicy. It always throws cards out at me, and I appreciate that. So careful. Why is it that your person is not talking to you? Okay, this is very, very intriguing. So I love this card. This is a card for reminiscing, a card for looking back to our past. And sometimes there can be a separation between what we know is possible and what's really happening around us. And that can be really difficult. So your person right now is going through some processing, of their past. All right. Part of the reason that your SP, your specific person, is not speaking to you is because they're not feeling it for you. No offense. It's just how life gets in the way. Do you notice this white around the figure? That's that blank space. Your person may be getting older, or they may be at a stage of life where they're adulting, but whatever is going on is intensely personal for them. It is divine. They need the time with themselves as they review where they are right now. And if you are not a priority and they don't feel like they can connect with you, it's so important to stay neutral about it and to not allow yourself to become swept away with your need for them. Neediness is not attractive. Neediness does not bring the best out in people. And then you might say back to me, careful, I'm not needy, and I understand. But sometimes we have the habit of speaking like a needy person or acting like a needy person. So the person may look at you and the things you say and the things you do and assume that you are needy. So definitely what we're wanting to do here is to give them space. Your SP will be so grateful if you can accept the separation. So an affirmation that can work is, Even though I don't like being separated, I can trust that their inner guidance will guide them back to me. Even though there's this gap that I cannot fill, I can choose to make new friends and do new things while I wait. All right? So thank you so much for being here, Careful, and we will connect. Um, we already had a connection. I think I blew the time, right? But we will be getting to it, okay? So let me go back here. Now remember, all you have to do to receive your reading is tell me something that is a favorite. Varsha, welcome. Thank you so much. A favorite things are clouds and the sunrises and the moon and the sunsets. I think that the sky so often speaks to us. I share that with you. I was out walking at dawn this morning, which is not typical for me. I usually like more sunsets than sunrises. But this morning, as I walked and thought about this reading and how we can help people who really want to know, why is my SP not speaking to me? I wanted to dive right in. So Varsha, hold in your mind the person that is not speaking to you. And it's ironic that I put the word favorites up there, and it's about people who aren't speaking to you. So it really is opposite land, isn't it? But your ability to appreciate things that in the midst, while you're waiting, while you're curious, if you appreciate your favorite things, then what happens is you create a magical connection in your own world. So I'm going to combine these today. Okay. Because appreciating favorites is what changes your energy just for this moment, just while you're here with me. But the idea of maintaining a good attitude without having to think about your specific person. But Varsha, I know you have a specific person. Let's look. This is why they are not talking to you. Now look at her. Now gender doesn't matter at all. It's just the energy. But look at how she's lifting her hands and she's saying, I've had enough. I've had enough. Okay, so your person is feeling overwhelmed. The reason, and this might be true for other people who are watching right now, if you're so frustrated because your person won't let you explain yourself, look at this. She's got her eyes closed. She is communing with the divine. She is being guided to take her hands off of this relationship. The reason that she is not talking to you, the reason that he is not talking to you, whoever your SP is because they need a break. And you may think, no, that's not fair. I don't want to give them a break. I know they're the one. This is the one for me. They just don't know it. I've given them gifts. I've poured out my heart. But for some reason, she's not able to receive. This person is sincere. This person is kind. And if they've told you, stop, please leave me alone right now. When you dishonor that request, when you ignore that request, she feels like she's drowning. Okay, so there's Varsha, is that where I'm at? Yeah, Varsha. There's some things about your energy, and I don't want to offend. I never want to offend, but there's some things going on about your energy that is smothering. They're feeling overwhelmed by you. So the best thing you can do is honor this. If you truly love this person, allow them to crown themselves with the divine. Allow them to connect to the divine. If this person's yours, they will come back. But if you've got a lot of push energy toward them, it will cause nothing but heartbreak for you. All right. So what can we do for an affirmation? Because this is hard. Even though I don't want to allow it, There's something about what Catherine is saying that rings true. Even though I don't want to let go, the truth is, clinging is a turnoff. Even though I don't know where to turn without this person, the truth is, I can connect with my divinity and allow myself to become a different person through the divine. Even though I don't know if this will work out forever, the truth is, I'm willing to do what it takes. Even though I don't want to honor my person, I don't want to let them go. The truth is, I want to honor the divine call on their life and on mine. Okay, I do lots and lots of readings on no contact, tons of pick a cards. You can take a look through my lives and you can find other readings that will support you. Okay, all right. And then we have Hakeem the Dream. Hi, Hakeem. Welcome. Will she give me a second chance? Oh, my. Let's see. Hi, cute girl. All we need to do is put in something that your favorite. Cute girl has been here before and she knows the rules because the rules, well, there's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. Yes, I do private readings and I am more than happy to serve you in that way. Manifestfaster.com is my booking page, manifestfaster.com, and you can certainly contact me. But for these readings, there's no charge. All you have to do is tell me what something, a favorite that you appreciate. So, cute girl, let's see. Now, I know some of you are here and are waiting. As soon as I get your appreciation, what your favorite thing is, I will put you into the queue. Okay? And Mystic Christina, thank you for messaging me. And if you could message me what the favorite is with our person, that will help me keep on track. Okay? Thank you, darling. Oh, my goodness. Okay, cute girl. I love this deck so much. Let me show you what it is. My light seers, and I love it because the cards pop like popcorn. Okay, cute girl. Let's see. So, why is your person not speaking to you? Again, your SP could be a lover, could be a friend, could be a brother, could be your mom. Sometimes family members just will not answer your call. So someone in your life, cute girl, is not contacting you. So why not? This person is very troubled right now. They are up at night. This is what I call my drama queen card. So your person, and I think you know that about your person, cute girl, that they are, they can be filled with their own stuff, can't they? And they overthink, don't they? Oh gosh, I just had a big bubble of energy come up through my chest. So I think when I said that overthinking, I think you know what I mean. Let me take a sip of my tea. So their habit of overthinking is got them tied up into a knot. You are a positive presence in their life. And when they think about you, they do feel this brightness. They feel a spark of hope in life. But this overthinking has caused a lot of damage in their relationships. You're not the only person that feels cut off from this person. And the reason they're not talking to you is because they're so self-absorbed. I don't mean to say anything hurtful to people, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But the fact is that if you are their only hope, and instead of connecting to the divine, they are just trying to maneuver their human relationships to be their divine. And that will never work. Notice all of these are representing thoughts. That this overthinking that your person is doing is blocking their divine wisdom. So why aren't they talking to you? Honestly, I think the universe is protecting you. I do. I feel like you are not this, that you have worked yourself through some of your issues and problems, etc., and that you are feeling more positive. In fact, you want so much to connect with them because you have good news for them. But the thing is, they're not ready. And sometimes when somebody's in a mess, the last thing they want to hear is a cheerful person. So the reason your person is not talking to you right now is because they're going through. Their family of origin could very likely be part of the issue, or this person could be in your blood family. But this red garment shows the root chakra is out of balance, and it's the painful path of their life that's got them into a jam. Many times, this is exactly what people need before they make a big life change. And you cannot be the savior of your person. So, affirmations that can work here, cute girl, are something like this. Even though I want to connect with my person so much because I know they're suffering, the truth is I don't want to stand in the way of their divine path. Even though their problems are bigger than I can manage and I know I can help them, the truth is I don't want to stand in the way from their healing. Even though I know I can help, the truth is I am not God and I cannot know everything, and I have to trust that the divine will guide my loved one through. Okay, cute girl? Fascinating reading there. And thank you for all of us, because isn't it true that if somebody we love or that's in our family is going through a hard time, it can be real difficult, huh? So moving on, I see that Mahak. Hi, Mahak. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And your favorite is the flower in your garden. What kind of flower is it, Mahak? I would love to know what your favorite flower is. Right now, as I look out, I have marigolds that are yellow. I'm looking right out my window, and I have roses there. Those are some of my favorite flowers. So Mahak, hold in your mind your SP. Now remember, you guys, an SP can be someone that you fell in love with, but it could also be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be someone that has passed on. But there's some special, specific person that you would love to hear from, and they're not talking to you. So Mahak, hold that person in your mind and let the cards do their work. What is our card for Mahak? Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look. All right, what's going on? Why won't your person contact you? Okay, Mahak, some of these readings are not the easiest in the world to hear, because there's a quote. It's here in the States, and I don't know if it's true in other cultures. You guys will have to let me know. But an X is an X for a reason. Have you ever heard that before? An X is an X for a reason, which brings me to the second quote I like, which is that some friends are for a season, some are for a reason, and some are forever. But each one of your people that you have fallen in love with or that you have connected with, they're not designed to be forever. And this is so difficult. I just want to reach through the camera and give you a hug, Mahak, because I'm sensing that this is heartbreaking for you, that you definitely do not want to give up on this person, whoever it is. But what's the reason that they're not talking to you is because they have turned to look for other things. Okay, they're seeing in their mind and they're feeling in their spirit that there is greater love somewhere else. And I know that's heartbreaking, trust me, but there's nothing lonelier than being in a connection that is not working out. I was divorced twice. I was blind to the flaws in myself, and I was blind to the flaws in my men, and I ended up marrying people that I probably didn't need to because the relationships were not sustainable. But when you are in a couple that's out of balance because one person is cold and the next person is hot, it doesn't work. And so your person, there was tears, this was not easy for your person to make this decision, but look at the peace that's on her face, and look at this purple. Purple is the color of the divine. This person was divinely guided to end your connection. Okay, now does that mean it's ended forever? I can't tell you that. I'm going to give you a clue, so hang in there with me. But when your person has made a strong decision like this, the best gift you can give is to grant it, where you honor it and you allow yourself to release them. Now, people will say, well, Catherine, I heard that your own I have a family member, they were divorced. 3 years later, they got back together and they're still together. So I know it's possible to reconnect, but this is what you need to know. If this person comes back to your life, it will start as brand new, as if you guys were never together before. That's the only way to start again. So what that means for you is you need to start something new. Now, you may not feel like getting a new partner or doing a personal like soulmate work, but you certainly can get involved with a charity. You can be a volunteer somewhere at your area food bank or senior center, or the pets, where whatever the pet rescue is in your situation. But there are people in your world right now that you can take the fire of your passion and pour it into service. And I'm telling you, first, you'll meet the best people in volunteering. And second, it will take your mind off of fixating on something that is not available for you right now. I'm so grateful that the universe brought this card to you, because I think it is important that you realize they did grieve this, but they are definitely moving on. So, affirmation: even though I do not like this reading, I choose to seek the divine for wisdom. Even though I don't like this, because I do not like that they're starting over, the truth is I can't stop it. I can choose peace instead. All right. Even though this is heartbreaking news for me, I can choose to find an area of service to give to the world what it is I'm not getting. Okay. I knew that these readings were going to be tough for some of you, and I appreciate your patience with me. If you're curious about what this reading might mean, or simply want to write to me, those of you who have sent me emails and told me how these random readings have been meaningful to you, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is crazy for me to be able to do these readings. I don't understand, and I'm thrilled that I can do it for you guys. I will tell you that today, 50 years ago today, I got married. Can you believe that? 50 years ago, I got married, and I got married forever. And it was a troublesome, painful marriage. The relationship, the family part was great. I have 2 kids and I have 2 grandkids now, and that's fantastic. But I was not able to manage our relationship. And I think both of us thought we should behave like somebody else. Like we both were disappointed in each other. And so it's ironic that I'm holding this reading when I had to say goodbye to a relationship I did not want to. And I remember being in counseling, and my counselor, I said, I can't leave this marriage. I just can't. I feel like I'm abandoning the ship. And my counselor said to me, Catherine, there's no more ship. You are holding on to a piece of driftwood in the middle of the ocean. Here's a piece of driftwood, guys, right here. You were holding on to a piece of driftwood in the middle of the ocean, trying to stay floating. There's no more ship. So I think, like, for you, those of you who are grieving because your SP is not in touch, if they are being called by the divine to go, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, Hakeem, favorite color is orange. I love that. That orange is the color of the sacral chakra. So what that tells me, Hakeem, is that your creative energy is going to be a real solution for you. Now we know that the sacral chakra is also the chakra of our sexual identity. And so there seems to me, Hakeem, that there's a little chemistry going on with you and your SP, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing, right, Hakeem? And the fact that you picked orange, and looky here, what do we have? Orange. So I love this for you, Hakeem. Let's take a peek at this reading. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh, so many of you are hitting the thumbs up. It gives me goosebumps. That's my favorite thing because I can't give you a hug, but when you guys hit that thumbs up, I feel it as if it were a hug. And I love that. One of my favorite things. So Hakeem, back to you. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is a lucky card, all right? But I'm sensing that you don't feel so lucky right now, and that your person clearly told you, I don't give second chances. That's tough, isn't it? It's tough when you hear something so opposite of what you want. And right now, I want to just take that moment. In fact, you guys are in the stream, you're here. Throw some hearts Hakeem's way, okay? Because if you really have a crush on someone, I mean, like you want that person, and the harder you try, the more they run away from you, it's terrible, okay? It's heartbreaking. It feels like a storm is all around you. So Hakeem, my heart is with you. However, look at these cycles, all right? This person is only one of many, many, many humans that you will have relationship with throughout your lifetime. This person, this dear one that you want for your own, is only one of many humans. Remember, I told you that I'm older, like 71, and I know now that I could not possibly hold on to intimacy or dear friendship with every person I've ever met. It would never work. A human could not do that. And if you're looking for a soulmate and a partner, there is a lot of luck involved, isn't there? Sometimes you will meet someone in the strangest place and they will capture your attention. But it's not worth gambling on. I see the dice around her neck, and that's like a game, right? The game of life. And as you are trying to understand, why is this happening? Why won't they talk to me? They won't talk to you because it doesn't feel stable. They don't feel stable. They don't feel in balance. For some reason, and you don't know why, you remind them of something that is negative. Chances are something in their past, a different relationship, broke their heart. And for all you know, you might look like them or you might sound like them. And they don't even understand what it is that bothers them about you. All they know is it does. So let's take a look here. Let's just assume that this figure is you, Hakeem. And again, gender doesn't matter. It's just the energy. In order for you to balance yourself and to become more attractive to a partner, you need to learn how to release the negative energies that are within you, and you need to receive the cleansing energies of the divine. It's a constant cycle. As you go through different disappointments, whether it's your career, your finances, or love or family, whatever disappoints you, as you continually release it, at the end of every day when you lay down to sleep, just say out loud, I forgive and release all of the disappointments that came through me today, and I allow the divine to wash through me to clear my space. Even though I want this person and I will not quit because I'm sure they are the one, the truth is, this is way too hard. Even though I'm not going to give up. I don't care what Catherine says. the truth is, I want this person. The truth is, I'm not sure, because I don't want to be with someone who does not think I am their person. Even though I'm sure this is the one, if they don't see themselves, if they don't see me as their one, I need to realize this and walk forward. So, what the universe is saying to you, my dear Hakeem, is that there are many fish in the sea. There are many, many partners out there, potential partners. You can't lose by letting go. There's an old saying that says, if you let it go and it's meant to be yours, it will come back. So as you allow this current connection, it is a negative connection. Can we agree? If she told you, I don't give second chances, that's pretty negative. So if you release that and trust the divine with this situation, if they're supposed to be yours, they will come back. But meanwhile, you got to go out and meet some new people. You need to get out there and be friends first, right? Again, you'll always hear me talk about volunteering and being of service, because you will find the most lovely people when you step out and do something as a volunteer. There's a beautiful heart energy that goes with volunteering and being in service. Make some new friends, Hakeem. When you cling to this person, it's a turnoff. Clingy energy is never attractive, and that's why you need to take this seriously, okay? Again, if you want, I've put several no contact readings into the live. They're time stamped, and you can pick yourself a card and you can learn more. Okay, so let me go forward here and see. Hi, Thelma is here, and Hakeem, beautiful. Hi, Magnificent Success. How are you today? We're doing favorites today. Nikuli, thank you. I all is well, and I appreciate your sense of individuality too. I love that. Tell me something that's your favorite thing, your favorite food, your favorite time of year, your favorite place that you like to travel. And so, Magnificent Success, their favorite animal is is a rabbit, and the rabbit is a wonderful animal for appreciating what's the word, abundance and fertility. Okay, so Magnificent, I would love for you to hold in your mind somebody that you wish would talk to you, because today our reading is all about why won't that special person talk to me. Okay, so Nahar, I see that you are wanting to know if someone's going to come back to you, and I will totally draw you a card. But what we're wanting is to tell me something that is your favorite. Okay, what is your favorite thing? It could be something you eat, where you travel, doesn't matter. But that is how you get your reading, because there's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. So your payment today is a favorite. So my dear Magnificent, let's see. Think about your person. Who is it that you wish you could talk to, but they just won't? They won't connect with you no matter what. And you're like, why won't they talk to me? All right. Thank you, deck. Thank you, cards, for displaying your magic. Okay, Magnificent. The reason that your person won't talk to you is because there is some confusion here. I'm not sure if this is you or them, but there's between the two of you, you and your SP, which stands for specific person, what's going on right now is that they are feeling shy. I think it's them. I think it's their energy. They don't know how to be strong with you. Okay, there's something happening where their energy or their personality is a quieter personality to you. And they are confused because they love their gentle side of their personality, and they're sweet, and it's difficult for them to speak up. But in the connection, there has been troubles. There's not terrible troubles, but just where you're not understanding one another. And when they feel like they need to say something to you, to confront you, or to just let you know that what you've said hurt their feelings, they have no access to their strength. And what they don't see is that they are very strong, that the person that you're asking about, the reason they're not talking to you is because they don't know how to access their strength without hurting your feelings. They don't want to fight. They bite their tongue because they love you, but they don't know how to be themselves. This could be the energy going on with a sibling or with a family member also, a very long-term relationship where you want for them to share their heart and they just won't, because it could be in their upbringing or their personality where showing strength feels mean. They're like, no, if I act like that or if I say something, I will upset this little sheep. So magnificent. What this is telling me is that you need to do some self-reflection on your specific person, because this blue is their weakness. They can't speak their truth. They're afraid of hurting your feelings. They are filled with love, but they just don't want to go forward because they feel ill-equipped. They feel like they don't have the right tools. So magnificent, I'm not sure what's going on here. If you want to email me, I would be so delighted. And thank you guys who have emailed me, because I don't understand the readings either. The stories just come up and out of me. But I just feel that there's a little bit of resistance, a little bit of energy holding this connection apart. So affirmations, what I would suggest, even though I'm not sure how to make my person more comfortable, I'm open to seeking divine guidance on this. That's always a safe affirmation, all right? Even though I don't know how to connect, I can sense they want to say something to me, but they can't speak it. I can choose to release my person to the hands of the divine and trust that when they're ready, they will reach out. Even though it hurts me that they don't trust me, the truth is I want their well-being more than I want this connection. I want my person to be in peace, okay? I'm really sensing that, and maybe for other people watching, that part of the reason your person's not talking to you right now is because they have something kind of hard that they want to say, but they don't know how to do it, all right? So by your accepting the fact that they don't want to speak to you right now, it's like the best gift you could give them, okay? So let's see here. We're talking about our favorite things. Hi, Rakesh, welcome. Oh, Nicole, your favorite thing is art. Okay, so here are what you need to know right now. And that is that my favorite thing is art also. But guess what? I have been having a hard time with getting my art done. I have been procrastinating. I have been letting myself be busy with my channel and busy with my garden, and art is on my mind. So guess what happened, Nikuli? I was just invited to an art workshop online. It's free of charge and it starts on Tuesday. So I join my heart with you. And would you please, Nikuli, would you send me positive energy that I won't chicken out and that I'll do my art? Perfect. Okay, so Nikuli, I want you to think of a person that is here it is, a person that you wish would talk to you. Why won't this person talk to you? And we have the King of Hearts, the King of Cups here. So let's take a breath. Okay, so the person that you are wishing would talk to you is very sure of themselves. They are very confident. Again, I apologize if these readings come across as hard, because I know this is hard. But if somebody won't talk to you, there's a reason. And I put out a short today, and it's called, I forgot what I named it now, because it's about the fact that sometimes it's a divine or spiritual reason that they're not talking to you. And if that's true, that's very difficult. You may feel like they're sailing away, and you're like, no, 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 no. They can't sail away. They're my person. Don't you get that? Well, if they don't get it, if they don't see themselves as your person, there's nothing you can do but respect that. But I'm seeing the energy here. This is a very confident person, Nikuli. And I think that part of what you've been wanting is that confidence. Like when you are with the person or when they're talking to you, it's almost as if you are feeling their confidence, that you are feeding off of their confidence. But why would that be a problem? Because nobody, no human is created to be somebody's everything. That's what the divine is for. And sometimes we can get such a crush on someone, or we can feel that they are the one. If we don't have them, our life is over. And that can come across as really needy energy because it's clingy and it's needy. Now, I've been single for a while, and when I meet a person who wants too much from me, I'm older now, 71, and I can feel the neediness. Like if you put your hand over these flames here, I can feel that heat. The flame is not saying anything, it's just being itself. But if I put my hand, I can feel the heat. So I think for you, Nikuli, there's somebody that has felt the intensity of your desire for connection, and they are sailing away because their personal truth is separation is best. That's hard news to hear, and I appreciate that. But when we allow our significant person, when we allow our specific person the choice to do this, it's the best gift you can give them. I've had a couple of loved ones put me out. They don't want to be in connection with me. And I'm not going to kid you, it is heartbreaking. But I've realized that if their divine guidance is guiding them away from me, who am I to be upset? So here's my plan. I want to be soft. I want to be a soft place to fall, that if that person who's sailing away, they decide, wait a minute, I miss Catherine. There used to be something good there, and they turn their ship around. I don't want to be filled with bitterness. I don't want to be like, I told you so. See, you should have never left me. No, 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 no. I want to be the same confidence, sure of who I am in the divine, sure that I'm loved, maybe not by them in this moment, but by the people that are in your life right now. If you've been on my channel long, you have heard me talk over and over again about how strangers can be the cure to loneliness, because there are humans right now in your neighborhood. When you take your walk, if you simply greet people with love as if they were a special person, some of those people are going to walk up to you and create conversation. There's a lady in my neighborhood right now who has befriended me, and she has talked to me as if God was talking to me. I can't explain it, but she can connect with me the way very few people can. And I wouldn't have met her if I wouldn't have stopped one day while I was walking my dogs and simply greeted her, exchanged names. We don't even have each other's phone numbers. But when I see her in the neighborhood, I feel loved. And so, Nikuli, if you can do that, if you can allow your person the freedom to make the choice not to be with you, I think it will be powerful. Now, because you're an artist, I'm going to give you a challenge. I would like for you to create an art piece around this gap between you and your person, and I would like you to create it with your non-dominant hand. Have you ever done art with your non-dominant hand, Nikuli? This will be an amazing experience for you, because if you use your non-dominant hand, you wake up a part of your brain that you don't use in any other way. And your artistic voice is going to come out with a piece of art that will touch you deeply. I'm not even kidding, okay? An affirmation you can use here would be, even though I don't like the idea of them sailing away, the truth is I do not know what the divine is doing with my person. Even though I don't like turning my back and walking away myself, the truth is, if it helps my person, I'm all over it. And even though this gap between us is difficult, I can use this time to grow a skill in my own being. I can bless my own life. Now I'm aware of this starfish down here, and I'm seeing that, and I'm also it's starfish are the most fascinating creatures. They really are. They're amazing. And I'm pretty sure if the arm falls off, another one grows, which is similar to the lizard energy. I love to talk about the lizard, because the lizard can have a tail cut off and it regrows. And a lot of times when you have to let go of an SP because it's not serving you to hold on to them, it can feel like you cut off your arm, right? It's like, I can't live without this. Some of you may have even a habit, even something that you know you should stop doing. Like maybe you're eating the wrong stuff, right? And you're in love with that wrong food. And when you cut off that food, it feels like something got cut off. But the truth is, our divine energy it regenerates. It regenerates. And even though it feels like you'll never meet somebody like that again, guess what? That's just not true. Like I said earlier, I'm in my 7th decade here and on the planet. And my best friend when I was 6 years old is not in my life anymore, right? And I remember when I had to move, I moved a lot when I was a little kid, and it was sad to start a new school. I hated it. It was so, nobody knew me, and it was so awkward. It was difficult. But you move on and you meet new people, all right? Nikuli, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like a reading, I'd love to. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I stand up sometimes and look at my screen here and see there's so many people. Welcome. I welcome you. I do know that these readings are good for all. There's something that happens with the energy that brings all of us together with our with the idea of an SP. And as I said earlier, your SP might be even on the other side because they've passed away. And there's so many things that we have in our lives that we want answers for. Curtis, I see you wanting to figure out connections. Absolutely. Every one of these cards may resonate with you at some level. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, all the stuff the YouTube people say. Rakesh, favorite thing is to listen to music. Desiree, old books and perfumes. Oh, hey, Desiree, get this. Look at this. This little bottle of perfume is one of the few things that I have from my dear grandmother, Ruby. Now, Ruby was not my blood grandma. She married my father's father right before my own father got married. But she was more of a grandma to me than any grandma. And she used to go on cruises. And so it was probably almost 100 years ago, I'm not even kidding, where she went on a vacation back in the 1920s and 30s. She would go on cruises, and she went to Paris, and she got this little bottle of perfume, Replique. And so it's one of the few things I have of hers all this time later. And I keep it right here with my readings because it's magical to me, okay? So you guys who are wanting a reading, I'm going to put it right here. Oops. There, I'll put it right there. But if you want a reading, I want to read for you. All you have to do is put something that's a favorite. I appreciate your favorites today. It means something to me. It helps me feel your energy, and it helps me do a better reading. So Rakesh is next, and then Desiree. All right, so Rakesh loves music. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Me too. What's your favorite music, Rakesh? Add it to the stream. What style of music is your favorite? Desiree, I love old books and perfumes too. Rachel, welcome. Curtis, welcome. Just add your favorite and I'll try to get to you. I can't believe a whole hour is gone already. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, Rakesh, what is it? Ooh, thank you. All right, why isn't your person speaking to you? What is it? SP? SP could be family member, lover, friend, anything. Okay, so why isn't your person speaking to you? All right, your person is conflicted. Who am I talking? Rakesh. Your person does have conflict, and they are walking away from you right now, and they are walking towards a sunrise. So it's showing me that even though it looks like they're walking on and away from you, they are conflicted about leaving. See this cup over here sinking in the water? There's some things that were happening in your connection that just weren't working. You'd have to agree. There was, perhaps you were arguing, perhaps there was some snarkiness or some mean-spiritedness. You know how people can get in an older relationship where they just kind of pick at each other. But this person, even though they're walking away, there's a cup of love behind them. And so they know they're leaving something that was important. I look at the reflection here, her reflection in this pool of water. So their action steps to walk away, they perceive as loving. This green is always the color of the heart chakra. Their heart is breaking to walk away. And this makes me wonder, Rakesh, is there anything that you are doing? Please don't put this in the stream. This is just for you. Are there any bad habits? Were there things that your person asked you? Could you stop doing that? And for whatever reason, you thought they were kidding. You didn't feel they were serious because they don't want to walk away, and yet they feel they need to. So sometimes this gap that you're experiencing is a way to reconnect, but it doesn't look like it because it looks like they're going away. So you need to find someone else to talk to. You need to find something to help you process why this fell apart. Counseling sometimes is a good plan. A pastor or a minister of some kind, a shaman, a person who could help you to understand why didn't this work out. Even in personal journaling, if you simply start to write, why didn't this work out? And write down all of the arguments, all of the things that were not right for you. Because if you can take responsibility for what you brought, the problems that you brought into the connection, that might be the best thing you can do. Letting yourself watch their back as they walk away, but also use the time to learn what it is that made that relationship fall apart. Even if it's a family member, because sometimes even brothers and sisters can say, look, stop texting me, please. It could be that when you talk a lot about what's not working out. You might be kind of a negative Nelly, where all you do is complain about what's not working. This is a trap, and a lot of times close relationships, we come home at the end of the day, and we're actually kinder to the people that we work with than the people we live with. So I feel like there's hope for you, Rakesh, but I think you need to allow your person that space and then turn your eyes to your own self. An affirmation you might try. Even though a part of me is sad because I don't want them to walk away and I want to speak to them. The truth is, if they don't want to speak to me, I need to accept that with peace. Even though I don't like the gap between us, the truth is, this is an opportunity for me to grow. Even though I'm concerned that this is going to be a permanent separation, the truth is, I can't stop any of this, and I can use it as an opportunity to grow. Depending on your divine being, depending on your inner being, will be very helpful for you during this time, Rakesh. Okay, don't be surprised if some of these readings resonate and you don't even like music. The fact is, just having you here on the call today or in the video, you definitely are here for a reason. And whatever person is not speaking to you, you are going to get some truth during this reading. Desiree, old books and perfumes. And those of you who are just joining me, this little bottle of perfume is nearly 100 years old. It was my grandmother's. She died in 1968. So we're talking a very long time ago that she purchased or received this as a gift from somebody that she was in relationship with. So we share that. Desiree, hold in your mind someone that you really want to talk to. They won't talk to you and you don't understand why. And I just give the cards for all permissions to flip out a card for Desiree. Meanwhile, if you'd like a reading, put something into the stream that is your favorite, and I am happy to do a reading for you. Desiree, beautiful card here. So this to me, this strikes me, it could be that somebody in your family, somebody that you dearly love, could be a child, could be your mom or dad, a beloved auntie or an uncle, but cousin, there's somebody in your family who really needed to skate away. In fact, this last card, sometimes this energy is what a family member feels drawn to. It's like they feel a call in their life. They have to leave. They leave the country or they leave your life. And it's not fair because they're a family member, but that's their call. So when I look at this beautiful card and I see the couple looking back at the children, again, look at the gap. Okay, the children are not sitting right here on this ribbon with this couple. So it is a happy energy. The 10 of Cups is an energy of being in a happy family. So if there's somebody in your family that you can't talk to and you don't know why, what we know is that many times the spiritual work that someone has to do, it takes all their energy. Sometimes a pilgrimage or a vision quest or just time away from a close family is their call. It's what the divine has called them to. And I really love how the rainbow is being pictured here with all of these cups, because the red cup, which is our root chakra, those are the values of our original family. Not only your mom and dad, Desiree, but your grandparents, grandparents, grandparents. That we can't escape the programming that our own family has pressed into us by generations. But as you mature and you grow through life, through all of these different chakra colors, when you get to this point, it's the spiritual truth. So whatever this person in separation, and again, I'm sensing it's a family member, and it may be causing grief amongst you all. You may talk about your person, well, if they would only talk to us. But if you look so closely, there's glowing light coming out of this rainbow. And I think it's just showing you, Desiree, that your person is not speaking to you right now because of their own evolution, that they're wrapped up in their own spiritual growth. Whatever decision they made years ago, I'm not going to do it that way. I need to leave in order to be my free self. They are reconsidering all of that. They really want to be connected. They just don't know how. So the reason that they're not speaking to you is because they don't know how. Now, what you can do, and I love this, one time many years ago, someone taught me the best way to pray for someone who is in disconnection. They said, what you do is you imagine yourself right behind the person, invisibly, whispering in their ear, I love you and I want to be connected again. It's a wonderful way of using your imagination to speak the truth to the divine as a, what do they call that? It's the law of assumption, where you assume there's already a connection and you do it in your imagination. Stand behind them, whisper in their ear, I love you, and I really want to talk to you again. So you're stating your desire into the heavenlies, into the energetic field. An affirmation that can be helpful is, even though my heart is broken because of not being able to speak to my SP, the truth is that doesn't do anybody any good. Even though my heart aches to be reconnected, the truth is honoring that pain isn't helping anyone. Even though I don't know how to live without connecting to my person, the truth is there are tons of things to be appreciative of. There are so many favorites that I can concentrate on. Even though I don't want to, I choose to let this person follow their own heart. Powerful message here today for Desiree. Okay, anybody else if you want a reading? All we're doing is telling me, hey, Rachel, welcome, Curtis. Favorite color is red. Curious critters, love it. Dog Star's here. Hi, my darling Dog Star. That you guys, you must go follow Dog Star Tarot. We met at through Chris Rex Minnow Pond Tarot School, and we have just been fast friends ever since. And I adore her. So please do go to Dog Star Tarot and sign up or subscribe to her channel. You'll love her work. So Curious Critters, favorite color is red. Oh, right. And that's how, as I said, you guys, if you were here earlier, you heard me say there's no free lunch at the Catherine Cafe. And yes, I do private readings. Private readings, Manifest Faster at .com. Manifestfaster.com is my reading page, and it'll tell you all about how to have a private reading. But here, all we want is something that's a favorite of yours. So we have Curious Critters. This card jumped out very quickly. And why is it that your SP won't talk to you? A little defensive, right? Your person is frustrating, aren't they? They are so frustrating. They have put themselves in a bubble. They don't want to look at you. They don't want to talk to you. And you're like, what? What's going on? Why are they so guarded? Why won't they talk to you? All right. So the Seven of Wands shows there's some processing going on. And the wands are the suit of our passion and of our power. This is the suit of our manifesting. Okay, so what's happening with your person right now is in their own private life, there's been lots of distractions. There's so many things coming at your person that they just don't know how to prioritize. Even though it's not fair, they kind of see you as someone that will endure and that will understand. They may never have said that to you, but there's something about their it's their personality, that sense of being overguarded, that they take you for granted. It's like, well, they'll always be there. And they're not realizing that if they don't connect to you in some way, that you feel just like everyone else. You feel shut out. But I feel like this wand, can you see, Curious Critters, can you see how this wand is reaching up and almost can penetrate that bubble? I feel like the last reading I just did with where I suggested standing behind the person and whispering in their ear, I'm here for you. I'm still here for you. This is a powerful prayer. Our imaginations are beyond belief. We can really co-create with the divine with our imagination. So again, I'm sensing this might be a sibling relationship or a family. I don't sense soulmate relationship around this. So anybody else that's watching and you're cut off from somebody in your family, it may not be fair that they're seeing you bunched in with the rest of the people that are coming at them all the time. But this yellow, see that solar plexus, bright yellow? This is their sense of personal identity. And right now, even though you may not understand it, they are feeling a need and a desire to figure out who they are. So many people have been coming at them with all their needs and desires, and I know you truly love them, and I don't think you want to be bunched in with everyone else, but they're overwhelmed, and the divine is calling them into this space. This bubble around them, it's not a portal, it's a shield. It's like a film. It's their aura, right? And it's being fed by the divine. See the white light coming in? So your person is being changed from the inside out. The universe is embracing them and showing them how to go forward. They hopefully, I hope for them that they're practicing meditation and yoga. And I would say to you, curious critters, definitely take up meditation and yoga, because I think that will put you in the same energetic place as this person. I believe this is temporary. I believe that once they realize their stability, that they are more stable than they think they are, and that their personality is developing just fine. It may be very hard for them to have tough love and be able to use their voice to say, no, this doesn't work for me. So right now, they've just turned away from everything. But it's not finished. The divine is calling them. They will be coming back out into circulation. An affirmation you might try could sound like this. Even though I don't appreciate being cut off, I realize my person is being guided by the divine. Even though I need to talk to them, Catherine, you don't understand. The truth is, if they keep me out, I'm out. Even though my heart's desire is to reconnect, I'm willing to trust the divine on the timing. Okay? Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being here today, all of you guys. I can tell I'm not going to get to everybody on the list. I'm just going to keep moving forward. Thank you so much to all y'all who are here. Rachel, my favorite thing is finding old vinyls. Oh, Rachel, I love that. I have a brother who restores big speakers and turntables. So you guys, he probably has a vinyl collection also. Wonderful, Rachel. I appreciate that so much. And again, you guys, telling me your favorites just makes this more personal for me. I feel like I know you a little bit, and I love that. So Rachel, hold in your mind someone who is not speaking to you right now. Let's see, why not? Cards give you permission. Woo! Okay. We got 2 cards here, so I'm just going to pick one of them because it's single card reading. Remember, if you'd like to have a reading with a bunch of cards, all for you, a private video that you can watch over and over again, you want to go to manifestfaster.com. It is my ordering page, and you can order yourself up a reading. Meanwhile, let's take a peek here for Rachel. Why isn't your person speaking to you? Because they're asleep. So this person, your person, is being called into rest. I have a feeling that they have a very, very tender heart, or they are just coming out of a bad breakup. And if this is a breakup with you, there's something that was broken here. And it took this person everything they could to step into a space of healing. Your person is overwhelmed and spent. They have worked very hard to process through something. Now, if this is your partner and you're just breaking up, my heart goes out to you. This is one of the most difficult times to go through when something special falls apart. But you have to realize you cannot do the work for anyone. None of us can reach into a human heart and do the changes that need to be done just from the divine. This is a beautiful card of for an overthinker. Maybe you are an overthinker or your person is overthinking. But this card is a call to rest. If you think about it, this nest is made out of tons and tons of dead plants, right? The birds will collect branches and candle just blew out there. The birds will collect little branches or little things that are on the ground. There's a bird near me, a tiny brown bird, that picks up the hair from my dogs. I watch this little bird come, and in its beak it'll pick up the fur, and I know that they're lining the interior of their nest with softer things. But your person has had a lifetime of difficulty. We all have. All of us have gone through countless heartbreaks. It's part of life. But all of those prickly, dry branches that represent how their thinking has hurt them, has worn them out. And all they want to do is sleep right now. The reason they're not talking to you is because they just don't have it. They don't have the energy. It's hard to watch, isn't it? It's hard to watch someone suffer. But early in the reading here today, we had I remember saying something about that we need to kind of come to the end of ourselves. We need to come to the end of our human trying and be able to release our issues to the divine. A lot of that times that comes when you're sick. I know for me, I went through a real bad health situation back in 2007, and it totally shook my life to the core. And it made me try to learn how to process my disappointments, the hard, scratchy parts of my life. And even though it was tremendously difficult, it ended up being the best thing that happened to me because it forced me to stop my life and rest for a while. So I would say if you can put your expectations into pause, Rachel, and not feel that you need your person to be anything, that you love them from afar, that you honor their right to pause. Even if we think we know someone, the truth is we don't know them. We don't. These people are strangers to us. And so because of that, even someone you were born in their family, you're still a stranger as a human because we don't understand the deepest motivations of even our own mom or dad. My mom ended up living a life of separation. She chose to be separate from me and a few of the other of her children. And there would be years that would go by that I wouldn't hear much more than a peep. But I was the person that was holding her hand when she passed away. I'm a hospice volunteer, and we had some amazing moments. And so we might have had 30 years of pain, but in those last few days of her life, there was a reconnection. So it's never too late. An affirmation. Even though I want to help my person so much because I know they're in pain, the truth is I don't know what the divine is doing here. And I'm going to choose to trust. Even though I don't like when I'm separate from my person, the truth is I always want to have an open heart when they come back. Even though I don't know how to do this, I know that the divine does, and I'm going to trust my inner guidance. Whoa, this is deep and heavy readings today, you guys. And so I just thank you so much for your patience here because it's not easy to face the truth of why our person might not be speaking to us. But we can take responsibility for any little part that we can. Hi, Apriya. Welcome. Hi, Rasanda. Nikuli. Excellent. Favorite thing is dancing. Priya, I love that your favorite thing is dancing. Do you know, Priya, that I just started to take line dancing at here in my community, and I'm terrible at it. I mean, I'm always going if they're going left, I'm going right. But at this point of my life, it's more fun to be with the people and move my body around. And so it's making my perfectionism behave itself, right? But I love that. You guys, you have no idea. When I read what your favorites are, my face goes into a big smile and I feel so connected. And I love that. Thank you. So much. So here we have for Priya. Priya, hold in your mind the person that is not speaking to you. Who is it that you want to know what's going on? Why aren't they speaking to me? All right, so let's take a look here at our beautiful Empress card. All right, so what I'm seeing is your person is very attractive to you. I mean, this person has a lot going for them. They're successful. They are sure of themselves. They're confident. They are able to bring the moon and the earth together. There's something about how they live that you can't take your eyes off of. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity around this energy. And I have a sense that they don't know, that somehow they're not aware of how you feel. Okay. I feel like they're it's not like they're self-absorbed, but they're it's self-care, that because they're popular and because so many people come to them, they have a natural guard that's up. But I'm sensing for you, Priya, that this person that you wish would talk to you, that they might if they knew how you felt. I feel that there is something worth pursuing here. So that let me just pause for a moment and think. Yes, it's almost like you have hero worship, where you're sensing that you're out of their league, if that makes sense. That you are just one of these little dots. You're one of many because they attract so much attention. So you know what? I think it would be a good idea for you to reach out either with a letter, a card, or an email. A card would be nice. Cards that are sent in the regular mail, so few people do that anymore. But just a card that would say, I've wanted to reach out and let you know how much I admire you. Thank you for your kindness. Your work has touched my life. It may be a fangirl thing. This could be a famous person even, but you really feel you wish they would talk to you. So Priya, I would find a way to reach out to that person, not asking for anything, but simply letting them know that you admire them. That's an unusual, I did not expect this. It's an unusual call for this, but I feel that there is something there for you and that spirit is guiding you that way. And I think there's an incompleteness about it. So, affirmations. Even though this is a very important person and I can't imagine that they would be interested in me, the truth is I've got nothing to lose to reach out with a kind message. Even though this may come to nothing because I don't even understand why I want to talk to this person, the truth is a kind message will never hurt to send. Even though this person has given me so much and they don't even know it, the truth is I can send a thank you note to them and simply acknowledge what they've been in my life. Okay? Very, very interesting. If this rings true for any of all y'all, please email me. That read on that card was very fascinating to me. Okay, let's see here. We can go through here. Oh, I love that, Nikuli. You have empty canvases in your apartment. Hey, let's hold each other accountable, okay? Coming back to my reading after Tuesday, and I'll let you know how I did in my first in my first class. And oh, the coffee. Isn't that one? Listen to this, you guys. Dog Star Tarot. Now, this is okay. Vashti is favorite thing to dance. I did a favorite things to dance. So thank you for flashing that to me, Mystic. I appreciate that. So, Dog Star, favorite thing is the coffee my husband makes for me every day. It's a latte cappuccino with finely chopped crystallized ginger and sprinkled with cinnamon. Does he rent out? Does he deliver? Dog Star, isn't that wonderful? And again, can you guys see how personal that is and how it's like I feel her energy, Dog Star, Christina, and it makes me smile. And you guys all get to know her a little bit better too. Please go over and follow her page, because the truth is that when we've been speaking together on WhatsApp, sometimes her husband comes and I see his hands deliver that coffee to her. So Dog Star, well, let's draw a card for you. And then Vashti, I think you said to me, Christina, was somebody I missed their gratitude about dancing. So I want to do that also next, okay? So Vashti, you will be next. And what a perfect card for you, Christina, because I know you feel like this. I know, because we're friends. And I know that the divine has brought together some circumstances for her right now that's really pretty hilarious. I mean, it's tragic and hilarious. And how often that happens, where we're in the midst of being creative. Notice the orange. So that's our creativity, and we have things to do. And in our own life, we want to be living our creativity. And I so know that's true for Christina. But circumstances have got her standing on one foot, trying to keep her balance. So many energies are demanding time from her. So when you look at the person that you wish would speak to you, Christina, I think that what you're going through is reflected in that other person. This could be a family member of yours, or it could be even a client, Christina, somebody who you expect to hear from and you want to have communication. I think that your energy right now, this Page of Pentacles, it's a messenger, but it's also a student. And as you're learning how to manage your own relationships and your own little world, that trust that you can have that your person is doing the same thing. Imagine bookends, if you will, my friend. Imagine there are duplicate figures that look just like that, only flipped, right? They're bookends. So the person that you're wondering, why aren't they talking to you? You can just look in the mirror. You look in the mirror and say, I don't even have time right now to do anything but balance my own life. I need to find stability. And I believe that your person, interestingly enough, is doing the same thing. This could be a family member that you have not talked to in years. It could be an old friend that's going to be reaching out to you. But I think maybe in your dreams or in your thoughts, there's been somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, and you've even asked yourself, I wonder what happened there. It blew out, right? Some friendships are for a reason. Some are for a season, and some are forever. And this connection of yours did die off, but there is this desire to reconnect to someone in the past. If you know who that is, Christina, be sure to email or just connect with me on WhatsApp or Messenger, because I really would love to know more about it. So let's see, affirmations. Even though I should understand my person, because my life is kind of complicated too, I realize I've been holding some bitterness towards that person. And even though I feel a bit of disappointment about the person who's not talking to me, the truth is I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. And even though my disappointment about this person has not really bothered me that much, it's just part of life. The truth is that if the divine is drawing me into a different view of this person, I'm willing to go. And the last one, even though we both are cracked stars trying to heal ourselves, I trust that the divine will bring this back together as at the exact right time. Okay? Beautiful, my dear dog star. Thank you for being here. I wish your husband could make one of those specialty coffees for me. Okay, so now we have Vashti who loves dancing. Vashti, I do too. I think I mentioned that I'm just taking it's a line dancing class, and doing all that grapevining and jazz stepping has gotten me overwhelmed. And one of the ladies at the class said, all you have to do is step side to side or back and forth. You never have to do steps you're not comfortable with. I'm more of a freestyle dancer myself. Okay, so Vashti, hold your person in your mind. Who is it that won't talk to you, and why not? Okay. Awesome. I think my deck has been so cooperative today. These cards have flipped themselves out so beautifully. So Vashti, let's take a look. Okay, so Vashti, this is the card of player energy. Okay, so anybody who's watching this right now, if you've been played by a player, this is what you need to know. There are people on the planet, they are so charismatic. The chemistry is always red hot, and we are attracted like moths to a flame. And part of this is very hard about being human. I feel like when I get to heaven, I used to always say this years ago, and I'm like, when I get to heaven, my first question is going to be, why are the worst people attracted to us? Why do we make choices about people that we find out were terrible? My second husband, I married, I didn't know him well enough. Nobody forced it on me. But when I got to know their true character after a while, like just a few months after we married, and I saw the true character, I was like, holy moly, what have I done? And I sacrificed my freedom. I sacrificed the joy to be with someone who was not who they thought, who I thought they were. So Vashti, I think that your person is a player, and I think you have to be very careful about reconnecting. Do you know the term breadcrumbing? Breadcrumbing is when somebody gives you this, that's what they do. They breadcrumb. They give you just a little bit, just enough that you're like, oh, yay. And then they turn around and give it to 5 other people. I remember one player that I had, and it was a wonderful player. He helped me actually get out of my first marriage because he thought I was very, very attractive, and I hadn't had that for a long time. And so I took his bait, hook, line, and sinker, and it ended up being positive for me, but it was painful because as soon as I started caring for them, they were gone. And I remember saying to him, it's not fair for you to go around like that, pretending that you're available. And he said, it's their problem. It's the woman's problem. It's not my problem. And I was like, well, that says it all. So this charismatic figure that you think you want to hear from, the bottom line is, do you want to sacrifice your freedom? How much is your freedom worth to you? Are they a player? You know it in your heart. Your friends may even tell you, watch out. But until you acknowledge that this person is flowing in player energy, you can keep falling for that charisma over and over again. But do your friends a favor. Stop complaining. Don't complain about him anymore, because or her, either one, doesn't matter, gender. But when somebody keeps pulling you in with their charisma, but they will not give you your heart, that's not good for anybody. Here's an affirmation. Even though I don't want to think of my person as a player, the truth is, I can see the truth of this. Even though my person's charisma is impossible to resist, the truth is, with the divine, I can do anything. And even though I have burnt my hands trying to hold on to this person, and I want to keep doing that, a part of me wants freedom more than anything, and I'm willing to do the work. Okay, Vashti, kind of a hard message there, but a powerful one. We are pulled into player energy when we're the most vulnerable, when we need love the most. And that's the time we need to really guard our heart. Okay, I'm a little bit late, but I'm having so much fun. I don't want to stop. I'm so glad you're here, Nikuli, Desiree, wonderful. Priya Angel, I appreciate my singing. Hi, Violet. Vashti. Oh, there you are, Vashti. I found you. Okay. And yes, I'm glad I was able to. So, Priya Angel, I appreciate my singing. I want to tell you, what's your favorite kind of music, Priya? What's your favorite songs to sing? Go ahead and put that into the stream so that we can see it and it personalizes it for us. Violet, what's something that is a favorite of yours? The reading started with Cain, whose favorite animal was a giraffe. And that is that beautiful personal energy that feeds my heart and it helps me do these readings oh so strongly. So, Priya, what is your favorite kind of music to sing? Okay, let's go for, oh, Barb is here. Favorite thing to do is a family gathering. Oh, royal blue. Okay, I wonder. I wonder. So let's go with Barb. And Priya, I'll be watching for you to put your favorite of something in there, into there. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go forward now. And we are with Barb. Family gatherings. So I feel, oopsie, look at that, just tossed itself out. Okay, so Barb, I'm sensing immediately, like with family gatherings, I was thinking that right when this card flew out. Sometimes they have some unpleasantness, don't they? Sometimes at a family gathering, there are some beings who are not in the light. True to say that some of the human beings that come to family gatherings, they might drink a little too much, or they might be loud, or they might cause troubles. And so sometimes a person might not even come to a family gathering because of some issues that they're having. So that was in my mind, and so I said it, and then this card flew out. So the High Priestess here. So one of the cool things about this, I hope you guys can see this, but when you see this card, can you see that at one angle, the eyes look open? And at another angle, the eyes look closed. And I didn't even notice that about this deck until after I owned it for a while. Then it kind of creeped me out a little. I was like, ooh, look at that. But what I'm seeing is that there's a part of a person, so a person who's not talking to you. The reason they're not talking to you is because their own intuition is pulling them away. Now, this is not easy. I have had very close friends and family members who have pulled out of my life, where suddenly they're not answering the emails, they're not returning the phone calls. It's like being ghosted. You really don't know why the person's not communicating, but you can't get through to them. So this is a tough lesson, because if their inner guidance, if their divine connection is pulling them into quiet, it would be foolish to be upset if this is divine work. So I feel like for you, who am I talking to? Barb. I'm sorry. So Barb, I think for you, the respect that you can offer by acceptance, with family gatherings being so prioritized within your energy system, this person really doesn't have a way to get in, because they may be like me. I'm neurodiverse. I have, there's some social awkwardness that I've had to deal with my whole life. I can be comfortable as can be in some places. In other places, I can just go quiet. Well, I'll be mute. And my confidence, the confidence you hear here, is somewhere else, because I just feel unattached and I don't know what to say, and I'll just go quiet. So it could be that you see life in this togetherness and gathering, and it's important to you, but this person does not have the same heart. What they have is tons of love. See all of the green? It's love, 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 love. But when we look around the throat, and you can see there's this neck piece that's kind of protecting their throat with this blue. they really don't know how to speak. They don't know how to fit. The high priestess is a character who's known for not speaking. The high priestess guides, listens, and observes. So, can you honor your SP, your specific person? Can you honor them by accepting their silence? Is it possible for you to allow their separation without feeling you need to connect? You know you can connect in spirit. You know you can connect by prayer. And earlier in the reading, I don't know if you heard, but I was saying a great way to deal with this is with your imagination. Remember, the great teachers all teach that we do change on the inside first. So imagine yourself standing behind your person, whispering in their ear, I love you so much, and when you're ready, I'm here for you. I love you so much, and I wish we were connected right now, but when you're ready, I'm here for you. This is a particularly good reading for any sort of family or friend because it is a God-given connection. In a soulmate situation, it wouldn't be the same because sometimes who we think we're supposed to be with forever, quite frankly, it's not. But for you, Barb, I believe this is a family person and I think you know exactly who we're talking about here, okay? Thank you so, so much, you guys. All right, so let's see here. I know I'm going long, but you're all here and you're just blessing me so much. Hey, Rachel, Soul Ignition. So I really love Soul Ignition. Thank you so much for saying that. Soul Ignition says you're answering for me without me even asking. This is so true when we're all flowing in that stream of manifestation. Abraham Hicks gives such good role modeling because I went to one of their meetings live, which was really fun, but when they answer questions, everyone can feed off of that answer. And that's exactly the energy I flow in here. I can't possibly get to everybody because there's too many of y'all. But Soul Ignition, thank you for that affirmation to me and my time putting these readings together. Okay, David, I could use Speaking to You, favorite song, Loved One, and Slim Jims. I know I have lost a person. Okay, good. Oh, say David? Absolutely. If you want to reach out privately and ask about your situation, here's my email and I can let you know how I can serve you. But right now, I appreciate that you're playing the gratitude game with me. You're telling me your favorite and that you like that your favorite song, Love One and Slim Jims, love it. And there's a person that so hold in your mind one of the people who's not speaking to you right now, and I feel it. I can just feel it in my heart. And so we will allow the cards to come forth for David, a personal card. Why won't this SP speak to them? What is going on? Oops, hang on. Cards are kind of rumbling in my hands. What is it? Cards, we give you permission. Flip a card for David. Okay. Ugh. And this is the card that flipped for you, David. Okay, so this really does show your exact energy because there is that thing of, oh no. Can't you just look it on her face? She's like, oh no. And it may be that this has happened to you before, that this is a repeating pattern, that you have had a situation where you've kind of continually gotten off track in your relationships, that you started to go forward and create all of these connections, but they all ended up empty, a bunch of empty cups. And you may have a knowing of why things fell apart on the surface. There may have been an argument, there may have been a fight or a misunderstanding. But what we never know, David, is what's going on spiritually with these people. There's a saying that says, that some relationships are for a reason, and some are for a season, and some are forever. And that's very, very true. And if you're split, if you don't know the difference between a happily ever after relationship with love and freedom of communication, where the two of you have good communication, strong throat chakra, so that you can speak your truth and be accepted for it? Or is it a relationship that's going to go up in flames? Now, mind you, if a relationship goes up in flames, I will tell you it probably should. It's next to impossible to know if it's a forever person until you get to know them, like for a whole year. Some people will come to me and they'll say, Catherine, I broke up with somebody, my heart is broken. I'm like, well, how long were you together? And they say 2 months. And I'm like, that's not even a relationship. It's not. It's a situationship. But a relationship is something that's a year or older, one time around the sun. How do they treat their family at the Christmas holidays or at your holy holidays? How do they treat people in restaurants? How do they treat their neighbors? Who are they? You don't know them until you know them for at least a year, and then it's no guarantee. So the things that did not work out in the past, there's a lesson in each and every one of them. Now, the focus of this face, bored, disillusioned, disappointed, right? Well, look down here. See that? Here is the divine. Bless the divine's heart, always supplying, always there for us with something brand new. But she doesn't even see it. Her hand is even touching it. Something new is so close for you, David, but there's a part of you that's just scared because you don't want to attract this again, right? So there's a part of your energy that's really stuck here, and my heart goes out to you. The truth is, the divine knows what and who and how to bring you the joy you're looking for. Being able to, I do have a blog that I forgot, I should have been mentioning it before, but it's called Breakup Candy. Okay, breakupcandy.com. There's even a quiz you can take over there. And there's a quiz in the description box. It's called The First Step. It's a love profile. So, David, you might want to go look at that love profile, take that quiz. You're going to get a report free of charge, but it'll let you know what's going on. Why do you keep attracting people who don't last? The truth is that your guide, your angels and guides, want for you to find what you're wanting. They want you to see the blue that's in there. They want you to be able to speak your truth in love and be respected for it, period. But so far, the patterns have been unfriendly to you. So, David, I have this little affirmation that I wrote out, and I want to read it here. So if David and everybody else who can resonate, go ahead and put your hand on your heart and repeat these words after me. I am willing to release any patterns within me that are separating me from people with goodwill and affection for me. I am willing to release all the patterns within me that are keeping me away from people that have goodwill and affection for me. Isn't that a great affirmation? Learning how to let go of our past is the quickest way to get what we're really, really wanting. All right, so let me put this card aside and see if we have anybody else here that I can grab before I go. Hi there, 10U100. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Luna, it's so true that sometimes the people that that have hurt us, and we want to be able to let them go, and it's just not the easiest thing at all, is it? Yes. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much for getting back to me. And I knew that reading was deep. I could feel it, but I wasn't sure exactly. All right, wonderful. Is there anybody else here that enjoys, can tell me something that that's your favorite thing? Okay. Dog Star, I'm so glad you were here. Christina, she's at Christina, Mystic Christina Rose. Yes, her name is with a K. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, you guys, it looks like, hi, Tina, Tiny Blonde Kelly. Oh, I love that name. Varsha, I'm glad you returned it. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you guys for sharing. Tiny, if anybody else that has something that they would like to have me read on with somebody that they're not talking to, all you have to do is mention something to me that is your favorite. When we started out this morning, the favorite, oh, okay, great. All right, so it's time for me to close. Thank you guys. I'm ready to close the reading. The other candle went out. I've been here a long time. You guys, today was such a special day for me. I'm blessed to my socks. I think the favorite method is easier for us. And also, I feel so personal, and I feel your card energy so much more personally when you're able to engage with me with something that you truly love in your life. It made a huge difference in my energy today. So I release you to your weekend, to your Saturday. Go forth and prosper. You guys know that tomorrow is fairy readings. We're going to do fairy readings with the Fairy Oracle. And those cards are powerful. I cannot wait to open them. So you can look for me tomorrow morning. I will be back, or it might be evening on your side of the world. And I just hug you all. I wish there was more I could do to facilitate your getting connected to your person. And I hope this energy really brought you hope and encouragement today. I love each and every one of you. Bye now.